Hello, welcome back. Prop up the bar with Chief and Go. I'm Go. That's Chief. Chief, how are we going?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, I was waving at the whole audience, the virtual audience, the
Keep doing
audio
this, and
audience.
you need to remember this is an audio podcast as well as a YouTube.
Exactly. So, but yeah, you explain everything I'm doing. So that's been basically our life, our friendship. You just explain what I'm doing.
Probably the best way to be. How you feeling? Any news? Any gossip?
No, I'm all good, thanks. Yeah, quite good. How about you? How was football yesterday?
My calves were bits, literally. So, for those who don't know, I sometimes play football on Monday night. I obviously play rugby mainly, but play football. Also play football on Saturday for a team called St Nick's, and my car. I played longer than I thought I was going to have to play, and my calves were really tight. I didn't properly warm up, and I definitely didn't warm down. And Sunday was agony, and then I thought I was all right yesterday. Went to play football, ran for about 5 yards, and my calves just went like that. It was absolutely horrible. It was tighter than my dad's wallet. It was flipping shut. It was horrible. It was horrible. But yeah, so apart from that, how's work going? Any old cricket?
Yeah, not bad. We've got a quarter final next Thursday, so just preparing for that. I'm back in at Trent Bridge tomorrow. I've been at home last couple of days, soaking up the last bit of the sun, having an outside office. So
Yeah, it'll pan tomorrow, don't it? I think.
yeah, just the whole UK really. Lockdown, bad weather, September weather.
Yeah,
Let's not
September.
get too political.
I mean, I just can't be bothered with the wet weather. I decided to put Thursday, Friday off, thinking, oh, it'll be all right and sunny. It's been sunny for the last 3 weeks. No, there you go. Poo on that one, didn't we?
Yeah, wrong couple of days.
One couple of days, but there we go. It's no, we can't be in pubs until after 10 anyway. It'd be nice to day sesh. Um, moving away from COVID, because I'm sure we'll probably come back to that in a bit. Did you want to ask me some questions? Because I know last week or last episode, sorry, I put you on the spot, and you felt somewhat uncomfortable with some things. But I just wondered if you wanted to ask me some questions back. As in,
Yeah,
I know we discussed this before we recorded, and you
yeah,
have questions to ask me back.
I do. It's not all Nottingham based, but these are quick fire questions to get to know Goat this week. I had to retract one of my answers because one of our avid listeners, Ash Tuttle, told me off for saying Prism and not Rock City. Sorry, Rock City fans. I totally forgot about Rock City last time.
I mean, I don't particularly like Ox City, if I'm honest. We went there on my birthday this year. We went on the night of the curry. Were you there the night we went out for the Ruby? You weren't. So it was all out. So my birthday's mid-January for the listeners, 16th of January, open to presents. So we've gone for a curry. It was a big group of us. People dispersed off because it was like Thursday or something. It would have been Thursday. And we were like, oh yeah. And then I was like, oh, fancy a drink. My girlfriend at the time was like, yeah, where should we go? Our friends Ryan and Ellis suggested Rock City. She quickly got in the back of the taxi and pissed off. Um, I'm going, this is my 26th birthday. I'm in a long kind of Sherlock Holmes looking overcoat. Got my flat cap in my pocket. And I'm like, I really don't want to go to Rock City because we're going to be the eldest in there by about 8 years. And when we got in there, we were the eldest in there by about 8 years. And I mean, Ryan fits in because he's about 5 foot. But there's me, who's 6'3.5", 6'4", and there's Ellis, who's 6'3.5", 6'4", and maybe a little bit shorter than that. But actually, we are both that vertically as well as horizontally. So we were quite obvious, stood in the middle and on the stage. And Ryan decided to tell all the students in Rock City it was my birthday and tried to persuade them to get a Jaeger bomb for me. Which student in the right mind is going to want to buy a 26-year-old bloke a flipping Jaeger bomb for his birthday? None of them. No free drinks. So, I mean, it was embarrassing, but looking back on it, fuck you, students.
You ready for these quick fire questions or not?
Question.
That was a Goat's pet peeve already. We'll move on to that next. But quick fire. Favorite meal in the day.
Breakfast.
Best boozer in Nottingham.
It's got to be for the pod favourite, isn't it? Gooseberry.
I knew you were going to say gooseberry. Swimming or sunbathing?
Floating.
Yeah, cool. Bath or shower?
Bath.
Floating in the bath, yeah. Do you prefer to wash your clothes with washing machine or dishwasher tablets?
You bastard. Washing machine. Partial to the old dishwasher.
Favourite memory in the city of Nottingham?
Favourite memory in the city?
Yeah.
Grab ball.
And if you could live anywhere, where would it be?
Back in Briz.
There we go. That's all I had. That was quick fire. Bang, bang, bang. Very good.
I like that. Baths.
Yeah.
Wherever you're from. I love a bath. But you probably don't get this as someone who's relatively in shape. Working out how much water to put in a bath. It's the hardest maths I've ever had to do in my life.
It's like you've got right. So it's you think it should be all the way to the top because that's where you want to. You want the water to just be all over you. That's what a bath's all about. You're soaking in water. But then when you get it, whenever anyone gets in it, you just don't think about your space in that bath and it just goes everywhere.
The water displacement. I mean, at the minute, it's not a nice thought. I'm 140 kg. You don't want that getting in. I might as well just go sit in a puddle with all the displacement. It's so bad. And I'm one of them people as well. I refill and fill my bath probably about 3 times because I can never get the hot cold right. And then obviously you don't want to be going in there too quickly. You don't want to be dipping. We all know which part of our bodies are the most sensitive when you sit down in a bath for the first time. That's not a nice feeling. We don't want to
going into the sea when it's cold as well.
See, I wear an extra. See, I was going to let you into a little bit of a secret there. If I go into the sea, normally, if I've not got a wetsuit on, under my swimming shorts, I'll have a sock.
Okay. You could have done with one of them a couple of episodes ago when we were talking about a trip to the shops. Feels like I'm just dredging up a load of stuff from old episodes here. Dishwasher tablets, trips to the shops.
Well, I think the main issue with having the meat and veg out in Tesco's, the only thing that could have prevented that was me being an adult and wearing boxers underneath my shorts.
Yeah, to be fair. Just wear boxers.
Yeah, not just going commando. I think actually, thinking back to the topics we've spoken about, this is just a therapy session for me.
That's good. I'm happy to be of assistance, mate.
I mean, we're good friends. I'm not coming to you for therapy advice. I've come to you for brotherly friendship and type fran.
And political advice. Should I post this?
Yes, should I post this? Some exciting news. Not for you, for me.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
I would like. Oh well.
Oh, I do know. Do I know about this?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So I'm very happy for him, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's going to have to call me Uncle Goat from now on. Uncle Goat's little brother Joe. I was going to say he gave birth, he didn't. Is now a Daddy Joe, to little Noah. So congratulations to my little brother and Fran on the birth of my little nephew Noah, who has more hair than me. And will have more hair than me for a long time. Well, actually, he'll probably go bald at 12 because he's part of my family. But
we've come full.
Just little boy.
We've come full circle in this podcast because earlier on, probably episode 2 or 3, I tried to call him Uncle Tom of Royal Albert Court, and he told me off for that. He said, if it sounds weird coming from everything else, and then we got a message through last week saying, you're going to all have to call me Uncle Tom now. I'm like, what?
Yeah, do you know how long ago that was? That was literally June-ish.
That's a long time ago.
I was at the family home still. I remember telling you because I was in Medway.
Yeah.
So that might have been the first episode, actually. First full episode. A lot's happened since then, clearly. One of the things being, we touched on it, COVID. Our friend COVID. And I was thinking, so, obviously, Bojo's put this new curfew in place and all this and all that. People have started to panic buy again, haven't they?
Yeah, but have they, or is the media just saying?
Well, I don't know. According to some people I know in the supermarkets, people are buying more than they would have done in the last few weeks. But regardless of this, for the sake of the podcast, Go on.
You know how you asked me for advice last week, and I gave some really poor advice. Don't eat yellow snow in the middle of September.
Yeah.
I've got better ones now, and I found this even in when it was national shortage of stuff not on shelves and stuff like that. If you live in a village or on go to corner shops and in the village, and they had everything. So bread was not, or beans were not in like Sainsbury's, but they had tons and tons of beans at the bottom of our thing, at the bottom of our street.
Yeah.
So you go to local corner shops and you'll get everything you need.
Exactly, same with toilet rolls.
Yeah. But anyway, that's my advice for this week. I know you're probably going to ask me at the end, but yeah.
No, that's fine. Thank you for that. So, in the kind of spirit of things, because panic buying seems like it comes around as much as bank holidays with these lockdowns, I think between us, we should make a shopping list. But we can only have 5 things on the shopping list, and they can be anything in the world. But that's the 5 things we're going to be locked down for the 6 months Bojo is locking our doors. So, imagine you live in a completely bare house. Bojo goes, you've got unlimited cash. You've got to buy 5 things. But you've got to stay inside. These have got to be practical. You've got to think things through. So, I'm bringing to the table, straight away, a 20-pack of Tesco's Value tea towels. Because, you may ask me why. Ask me why.
Why?
Why? So, they can double up as a lot of things, a tea towel. Obviously, dry your dishes. They're good to cover and dough up when you make your own bread. I mean, we've already mentioned the toilet roll.
Yeah.
You can just go through the washing machine. So there's many a thing it can be used for. We're going to be locked down over Christmas potentially. Everyone's got an outfit. Everyone could be a shepherd. So massive out there. Massive. What would you have on the shopping list?
Bread. Just can't live without bread. You can just make bread into anything. I'm going quite practical.
Yeah, bread is practical if you're a duck. Would you buy a loaf of bread to last you the 6 months? That's a big loaf of bread. You might not.
You're going to get through 20 tea towels very quickly. I didn't realise it was for the whole 6 months. I thought this was a recurring buy. We could have 5 items. It's like going on a desert island, but allowing shipping.
What do you just lob away a tea towel after you've used it?
If I've wiped my arse with it, I have.
You put it in a washing machine. Why can't you put it in the washing machine? I don't get it.
I don't know, but I need to phone a friend anyway to work this out. If that's all right.
Okay.
I'm phoning a friend. Here's my friend.
I didn't agree to this.
Evening, Ash.
I did.
Good, thanks. You?
Did. I thought I needed to come on and correct Dan's nightclub choices.
I'm sorry, but does my agent know about this?
I am your agent.
Okay,
I allow this to happen.
Reporter. Everything.
For those who don't know, this is Ashley Tuttle. She's been mentioned a few times.
Hi.
Ash, how are you? Tell the world who you are, where do you come from, what do you do?
Okay, so I'm Ash. I am Dan and Tom's best friend, number 1 in their books. And I lived with them. I lived with Tom throughout university. And I lived with Dan in the final year when, as Tom rightly pointed out, he just turned up on our doorstep and we let him in. I live in London at the minute, but I'm currently in Norfolk at my parents' house due to lockdown. I work at Sky most of the time, which is good fun, and read the news on Capital every now and again. That's me, basically.
I was going to say, don't shoot yourself down, because you read for one of the biggest radio stations in the UK.
Yeah, every so often.
So people might have even heard your voice.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's kind of weird.
That is weird, isn't it, actually? That's very odd. But,
I hope I don't mess up too often.
only 3 or 4 times a week. So,
Especially when you go in hungover. Sorry about that. What?
yeah.
I don't know. Over, you cheeky sod.
Don't get us sacked on this
You
podcast.
shot me down already, and I invited you on to surprise Tom, and you shot me down straight away. I didn't know this was going to be gang up on me.
Oh, it's just so easy.
Was this meant to be a surprise, like a happy surprise?
You were
Yeah,
shocked.
isn't it?
It was a shock for you.
I'm just no.
Actually, how we segued into you coming on was Tom was asking a question of what you would panic buy to get you through 6 months, and I said, "Oh, I need to phone a friend," and he went, "Okay," and then pressed admit on you, and then you came up, and he's like, "What?"
I just wonder how I was introed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we shouldn't have told you. So, what would you panic buy? What would you get stock up on for lockdown?
Oh God. I feel like everyone went for the obvious of toilet paper and pasta before, didn't they? So I feel like I would jump on that bandwagon straight away. And yeah, I mean, I think that's my main things. And chocolate, probably. I can't deal without chocolate.
You can't deal without chocolate.
I can't deal without chocolate.
Yes.
I mean,
You
for me, it's the biggest thing from today was obviously the weddings being put down to 15 people. Already segued into weddings. Only took I've been on here 3 minutes and I'm already talking about weddings.
For all those who don't know, Ash is getting married next year.
Yeah. So yeah, that was that's the hardest bit for me, I think. What did you guys think about the announcements today?
Well, Tom wants to buy tea towels and take tea towels into lockdown with him because he was thinking he was not going to be able to leave the house for 6 months. So tea towels could be Christmas fancy dress, wash your dishes with them, wipe your arse with them. I know. Put them in the... And he'd buy a Tesco 20 pound. I think he's going to eat them at some point as well. He didn't bring any food. He went first for the tea towels. So.
That's so much more of an exciting answer than what I gave, though.
Oh, yeah, I said bread.
I'm far more of an exciting person. This is what.
Oh, wow. Alrighty then.
This is why he normally does everything on the podcast, leads the podcast. I've already asked him quickfire questions today and then brought a surprise.
What did you ask?
Oh, best boozer in Nottingham.
What did you say? I'm catching up now. I
Bush.
have to repeat all your answers. Okay.
Just listen back.
Listen
Listen
to it when it
back.
comes
Yeah,
out.
that's fine. You
I
listen
will, I
anyway,
will.
That's fine.
Yeah. What
I
about
actually-
bluebells?
Yeah, that's good.
So I like bluebells. Bluebells ain't there now, is it? And also,
So is my age.
yeah, if I was there as a student, it would have been up there. But now it's £10. Now, when we left it, and we weren't students, it was £10 a Jaeger pint. So I fell out of love with it. It was good £5. Not so good when it's £10.
Anyway, did you have anything else set up for this episode, Tom, or kind of the whole plan?
Yeah, so I wish you'd told me. Do I have anything? Well, what grinds my gears?
Yeah.
Not having control of my own fucking podcast.
We entered this as 50-50. You've thrown stuff at me for 4 or 5 weeks. Sorry, longer than that, 2 or 3 months, without me even knowing. You did tell me about guests, to be fair. I kind of did this one without telling you. But this was, I only texted Ash a couple of hours ago, I think, and said, we're recording tonight. She said, oh, lovely. I'm like, come on, jump on.
You say it's such a bad thing I joined, Tom. This is a nice little add-on.
It's not a bad thing at all, my dear. You know I love seeing your face. I just lost track of completely what I was going to say because I didn't know you were going to turn up. But it is nice to have someone who's actually in the public eye. You've been on other podcasts, haven't you?
No, I mean, me and Rebecca talked about doing one. Our friend Rebecca, but we didn't settle on a subject really because we didn't go to uni together. So you guys obviously had that going for you from the beginning. But we, I do vlogging and stuff. What is that picture? Jesus, what are you doing? Oh my god, that's hideous.
Yeah.
I shared
Look
this
at
today.
What is that?
So
hideous. Honestly, we were going to Ocean that night, weren't we? That was the first night out, and it was a beach party, and
yeah,
it was yeah, it was a bit messy. It was good fun, but it was like my first proper night out ever. So
Yeah, because obviously it's today, the day we record, the 22nd, is when me and you moved in. I don't know when you moved in, Robbins, but it was our first day at uni, so it'd be our first night out tonight together.
yep, I was absolutely terrified.
I think I moved in on the Sunday and we had Rescue Rooms Trent Army. That was my first night out. That, I don't know.
But you know what? Like, I was talking to my mum the other day, because my cousins just started uni at Queen Mary Uni, and like obviously they don't have like the nights out that we had and stuff like that. And we were talking about like the way they're able to meet each other, and we were talking about how like you can like worry about first impressions and stuff like that. And I remember like on our first day being at uni, us going to get like our student IDs made, and I said to Tom and Emma, oh yeah, you guys go first, that's fine. So they went in, got their pictures done, and like went out, and then I went to get mine done. As I came out, I looked around and they were gone. And I was like, oh my God, they hate me already. Like, I've already made such a bad impression that they already hate me. And they were just like round the corner. I was so paranoid.
I was like, I don't remember leaving you on the first. Instantly quite protective over you two, if I'm honest.
Yeah. I think you just went round the corner, but like, yeah, I proper freaked out. Like, I was like, oh my God, they hate me already.
I mean, we had walked halfway home and gone, oh, shit, Ash.
Yeah. I can believe it as well.
All them 8 years ago.
And here we still are. Unfortunately, Ash did know me in first year as well. Probably
did.
Yeah.
I used to like poke you with a pen and stuff. Like when I look back on like memories that come up, they like it has things like, oh, there's like a picture of you looking like this, and then there's one about like you having a baby or something. I don't know. Like I was a weird 18-year-old. I don't know.
You're a fucking weird 25-year-old kid.
26.
26.
He got in there before I could.
Dan thought I was old. Did he tell you, Tom, that he thought I was like older than all you guys?
I forgot about this.
Did you?
Yeah. I was like, I'm the baby.
That's why she's my little sister. She's baby sister.
He's been to like loads of my birthday things and everything, and he still thought I was older than you guys.
I've never known what year it was. It was a birthday. It happens every year. I don't know whether
You're the eldest, aren't you, Dan?
No, you are.
Oh, yeah.
Dan's birthday's like July, right?
Yeah. I know. I thought you were the year above us, though, because
no.
Australia.
It's offensive, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, Ash. I can kick you, you know, I think. I don't know how these Zoom things work.
I don't think you can. Sorry.
I don't think I can, no. We got any Trent confessions this week, Tom? Have you done any trawling? No?
No, because...
It's a good job I brought content and a guest then, isn't it? Since you didn't bring anything, so...
Well, no, because I've got a fucking list of content, but you've ruined it, haven't you?
Just thinking, did we promise Ryan to be the first guest out of our friendship group? But if so, sorry, Ryan.
Who?
Oh, no.
No, we'll just cut this bit out and replace it with a bit from Ryan.
You're not
Wait, so have you already filmed with Ryan?
No.
Okay.
We'll get him on after you've gone, and that way we can... No, I'm joking. I haven't got anything to say more for tonight's podcast.
You see how offended I was, though? Like, you'd filmed with Ryan first. I would be so offended as well. Like, ouch.
I believe you are one of the... I think you've got... you're one of the ones that's listened to all of them, because... randomly, I get text messages. There's no hey or no hi, how are you doing? It's like, you forgot about Rock City. Like, okay, whoa. Everyone, yes, I did. I'm sorry. Hence why I put the social post that I forgot about Rock City.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she just get abused every week once she's listened to it. So
don't say the wrong thing, and I won't abuse you.
Yeah, well, people will be abusing you this week, so it's all good.
It's got tense on the podcast. So Ash, considering you're here, we can probably give you the role of chief ambassador for the bar, if you wish. I know you like giving a role in life. Mm-hmm. As ambassador, you need to share the fact you're on this podcast with people and encourage everyone else to share. So do you want to give a little 2-3 sentence advert for our podcast, and we can use it as an advert? Off you go.
He does this
Okay.
quite a bit, by the way, just to give you a bit more thinking time. I'll pad for a second, but he just
You won't want to.
he throws things at me.
Come on again.
He throws things. Yeah. He's tried to get rid of me since the first one, just throws things at me. But yeah, it would just be him talking to himself in the room.
So wait, is this the teaser? Is that what I'm doing?
Well, this could be included in the whole episode. But we'll
We may cut it out at a later date.
I don't know how it works.
You're in this game. You're in this content game. We did the same degree. Mine was better.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just going to say, make sure you listen to Tom and Dan's podcast, Chief and Goat's podcast, because they are awesome. They are the best friends that you could ever ask for, and they're a bit weird, and you never know what they're going to say. So it's best to listen in every week because there's lots of things you can hold against them. Believe me, I'm making a list.
So Ash says, follow Prop Up the Bar, what she didn't say was follow Prop Up the Bar, Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube show, look up Prop Up the Bar, and also listen on Spotify, Apple, and soon to be Amazon as well. So that's exciting. But thank you, Chief, for ruining my plans. Ash Tuttle, thank you very much for turning up. Keep reading that news good. And
keep reading that news good. I'm glad you're not on the news.
All right. Dickhead. Stop the recording then.
Goodbye, everyone.